From the WBBZ-TV studio in the Eastern Hills Mall, it's time to play where two teams come together in a battle of wits to determine who will leave with bragging rights. And now, here's your host, John DeShillo, with today's two teams.
Whoa, it's good to see you all. Thank you for joining us on your hometown Me TV station, WBBZ-TV. You know, we support all kinds of organizations right on this show. You can be a part of it. We'll tell you how at the end. And one of those great organizations is in West Falls, New York. And you're going to meet some teams representing this great organization. So before we do that, I wanted to show our studio audience because they're here in support of them. Say hi, studio audience. There they are, waving and having a good time. We're at the Eastern Hills Mall, and you can join us for a show coming up on an upcoming taping. On the red side, would you welcome from West Falls, Nuttin' But Treble. There they are, Nuttin' But Treble. Or Trouble, depending on how you want to say it. And we're going to tell you why they're here, playing against the Blues on the blue side. Yeah, welcome them to the show. And our guest scorekeepers for this edition are from Liberty Yellow Cab. Say hi to Shay and Sheila and our friend Aiden right there. So Shay, we've talked about Western New York. Liberty Cab takes you all around Western New York. It's not just in the city of Buffalo, is it?
No, not just in the city of Buffalo. Anywhere you need to go, we are there.
Yep, you are there. And if you need to go to West Falls, which is kind of, you know, south of the metro area, we can take you there, and we'll tell you why in just a little bit. And we'll meet Sheila and Aiden in just a little bit in our second segment. But let me get to the team captain here to tell us why we're celebrating all of the good things in West Falls. Why, it's Bill Panzica, owner of the Chocolate Bar in Buffalo. Hello, Bill.
How you doing, John?
I'm doing great. Tell us about the organization that you are running and that you've set up in West Falls.
So we have a great board of directors, and we started with a community center, and it was based on music. And now just about everything we do is free. We have programs for veterans. We have programs for kids. We have programs for people with dementia and their caregivers. It's a really great facility.
And it is the West Falls Center for the Arts.
Yes.
Where are you located?
We're at 1863 Davis Road in West Falls, and it's not that far from Buffalo. It's actually about 20 minutes from downtown.
Yeah, so it's a short ride, whether it's Liberty or on your own. And what was your vision to put this together?
Well, we used to own a company called Butterwood Desserts, and we sold the business, and we had this facility, and we wanted to do something for the community. We started with small music programs, and we developed a board. We're a 501c3, and it's just grown into just a wonderful community center.
You have a big event coming up September 14th that everybody can participate in. What will we expect there?
So this is our yearly gala. It's September 14th. We have a full circus. We have flamethrowers and unicyclists and music all night. We have a beer tent. We have a lot of programs for kids. It's a great day.
What's admission to go?
It's $25. Kids under 12. 11 to 17 are $10, and under are free.
Great. So you can go to West Falls September 14th, not just for the event, but you can go to West Falls throughout the year because you have programs running all throughout the year, music programs and classes and special performances.
We do. We have programs for veterans, as I said, great programs for kids, and then incredible music on Saturday nights and Friday nights. You can see me or Jim. We're bartenders there, so we have a beer and wine bar. And we have youth open up every program, which is really cool, and you'll get to meet one of our great youth performers on the bad side and on our side.
Then tell us who's on your side, Bill Panzica, while I come back.
So we have Rocco Panzica, who has played piano and opened for some of our concerts, and then we have Cyrus Humphrey, who has played for some of our Memory Cafe programs and also opened for some of our concerts.
Great. Well, welcome to the show, guys. And we're now going to introduce you to Bill's better half right over here. Why, it's Carolyn Panzica. Hello, Carolyn.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Thanks for organizing everything. And so, you know, Bill filled us in, but, you know, this is really a passion of yours, too. And these artists, I know, like my friend Connie Caldwell, her husband George, has played there. And, you know, some great musicians are there. So it's very inspiring.
Yeah, well, my background is in art, and then we had the bakery for about 20 years. So once the building became available and we started going, it's been wonderful.
What's the website people can find out more information?
westfallsartcenter.org.
westfallsartcenter.org. And I'm going to step back. Who else is on the team?
So we have Carson Belial, who's one of our young performers that have opened for a few shows, actually. He's done a lot with us. And Jim Granville, who is the president of our board and whose entire family has worked tirelessly for like 5 years helping us out.
Yeah, you have a great board and great folks. So the young people are going to offer up the answers, and the red team is going to start. Excuse me. So Bill, get ready, and your folks take a look at the scoreboard that Shay and Sheila are standing in front of. You want to get your X's or O's across, up and down, or diagonal. You get a bonus of 50 points if you do that. We're playing for points, 10 points in the first round, 20 in the second, 30 in the third. If you win, in addition to promoting the West Falls Center for the Arts, if you win, you become eligible for 3 large screen LED TVs from Dirt Cheap TV, our sponsor on Niagara Falls Boulevard. So we have young people here, we have all the adults, we're going to have a little fun, and now it's time, nothing but treble. Bill and friends, give us the red X. Where would you like it to go?
How about A1?
How about it? A1 right at the top. All right, we'll start with you guys. What is the difference between grade A and grade AA eggs? A, grade AA eggs have shells that are defect-free and whites that are slightly thicker. B, grade AA eggs are bigger. Or C, grade AA eggs are more nutritious. Difference between A and AA. They have shells that are defect-free, whites that are thicker, they're bigger, or they're more nutritious. A, B, or C? What do we think?
They're bigger?
He says bigger. B.
No, it's A, defect-free. The
Yeah, the
whites
shells
are thicker.
have nothing on them and the whites are thicker. I didn't get that, but I know we all enjoy our eggs every morning before you go to the West Falls Center for the Arts. The Blues are next. Where would you like your Blue O to go?
We're going to do A1.
They're going for A1. That's what the young man says. Carson says that, and we are going to ask you this for the last question in round 1. Who played Hamilton Berger on the Perry Mason television show, which you see weekday mornings at 9 a.m. and 11:30 p.m.? Was it A, Ray Collins, B, William Hopper, or C, William Tallman? Okay, adults. Perry Mason, who played Hamilton Berger? Ray Collins, William Hopper, or William Tallman?
C.
Carson says C.
The answer is C.
How about that, young Carson? Tallman played a great role on that as Lieutenant Track. We're going to introduce Carson to Perry Mason. He can stay up late and watch. All right, what is the score as we end round 1, Sheila and Shay and Aiden?
All right, we have the blue team with 10 and the red 0.
Zippy. Okay, but that doesn't mean it's going to stay like that. Each question's worth 20 points when we come back right after this. Hey, welcome back to Bragging Rights with the Scoreboard Area with Shay and Sheila and Aiden. And Aiden, how old are you?
I'm 10 years old.
Where do you go to school, Aiden?
Amherst Middle School.
Amherst Middle, and it's fun being on TV, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, now you play an instrument, or a couple of instruments. Tell us.
I play saxophone and piano.
Wow, you think you're going to continue with that? Keep learning?
Yes.
Have you performed at the West Falls Center for the Arts?
No.
Not yet, but that's a goal for you, right?
Yeah.
Aiden he's got showbiz in his blood, just like Shay and Sheila. And as we talked about, Shay, you can drive all over West New York in a Liberty yellow cab.
Yes.
Yeah, West Falls is not too far, so if you're in the metro area, great. But if you need a ride down, good
Anywhere
to go.
you are, we are there.
Tell us about the Ride app, Sheila.
So we have an app, it's RIDE, R-I-I-D-E, and if you download the app and you enter promo code RIDELOCAL1, you get $10 off your first ride.
$10 off, Aiden. Sounds like a good deal, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yep. Aiden says it's a good deal, and that means it is. Go to the website, libertycab.com. Aiden's going to go back and join the ladies as our special guest, extra guest scorekeeper. Liberty Yellow, a hometown company with Bill Yunke here, enjoying the show in their audience and supporting everything we do at WBBZ. We couldn't be happier. On the red side, we welcome back our team, Nothing But Treble. Get it? Nothing But Treble? Okay, well come on, audience, let's hear it. Seems like the audience is more rooting for the blue side. The Blues are on the blue side. All right, we're going to come over now and We'll save the little guy for the last segment. I'm going to introduce you, and you are?
I am Cyrus Humphrey.
All right, Cyrus. So tell us all about you. Where do you go to school? What do you do? What do you play?
So I just graduated from St. Francis High School, and I play the piano for the West Falls Performing Arts Center. I have done their Memory Cafe, and I also open for a few people.
So the Memory Cafe, is that for seniors? Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's for seniors and their caretakers to come listen, have some food, talk for a little bit, and then listen to some music.
Must give you a great sense of satisfaction that you're helping older people enjoy their day.
It definitely does. I love it. I absolutely love it.
What kind of music do you like to play?
I like blues and jazz.
Okay, very good. So is this going to be your passion?
Yes, definitely. I think, I definitely see myself doing this in the future, so.
All right, well, congratulations, graduate of St. Francis. And we're going to come over now and introduce you to a board member, and you are?
I'm Jim Granville.
Jim, welcome back to the show. What do you do for a living, Jim?
I'm an attorney.
Great. And so you're here to represent the board. What do you talk about as a board? You go and you say, we should do this kind of music or that kind of music? Is it a collaborative discussion?
It is collaborative, but a few years ago, Bill and Carolyn came to all of us individually and told us what their vision was and asked if we'd be on board with it, and we have. And we've tried to support that vision throughout. So any decisions we make as a group. Bill and Carolyn and others on the board kind of set the programming for us, but we try and support them in any way we can.
Well, it sounds like it's a very harmonious group there, because sometimes boards and their mission doesn't always work that way, Bill. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean. But we're happy to have them here. Let's look at the score getting into round two. Shay and Sheila and Aiden, what is the score as we get into this segment?
Okay, we have the red team with 0 and the blue team with 10.
0 to 10. So that means, Bill and friends, you need to put some points up. Where would you like your red X to go? Tell us there, Rocco.
A2.
A2 sounds like a good one to me. Aiden tells us there it is. Stan Lee had executive producer credit on 50 movies, Stan Lee, including The Avengers, Thor, Spider-Man, and many more. How much did those movies earn at the box office? Okay, put your thinking caps on. A, 14 billion, B, 23 billion, or C, 32 billion? Stan Lee, pretty popular, the late Stan Lee, with all of his characters. 14, 23, or 32? What do we think? Rocco.
I'm thinking 32.
He's thinking 32.
Good answer, 32
It is
billion.
32. Moving on, the blues. Where do you want your blue O to go?
D4.
D4 on the other side. Where is that? I think it's right behind you there, Aiden. There it is, D4. Which airline is currently the biggest by fleet size and passengers? A, American, B, United, or C, Southwest? American, United, Southwest, the largest airline based on passengers flown and fleet size.
United.
B.
No, the answer is A, American.
American
United
Airlines.
is number 4.
Yeah, United's number 4, Southwest number 7. I would have thought maybe even Southwest. All right, don't fly that much, but when we do, we want to have a safe trip, just like you want to have in your Liberty cab. Nothing but trouble, or nothing but treble, or nothing but treble. Bill and friends, Cyrus and Rocco, where do you want your red X to go?
I'm thinking B2.
B2 sounds good. Here's your question. In 2017, how many passengers flew on American Airlines? Whee! A, 110 million, B, 200 million, or C, 300 million? Can't believe this many people fly. 110, 200, or 300?
Thinking 200?
You thinking that?
We're thinking that.
What is he thinking that right?
That
Joe?
is sky high correct, 200 million.
Sky high correct. There we go. High five. I have a feeling Rocco and Carson should be on the board, don't you think? They could make decisions and get things done. All right, folks, you are next. The Blues, where do you want your blue O to go?
We're going to go for B1.
Going for B1. Here's a classic bragging rights question. Who said, when I die, I want to die like my grandfather, who died peacefully in his sleep, not screaming like all the passengers in the car? Was that A, W.C. Fields, B, Will Rogers, or C, Bob Hope?
A.
No,
W.C. Fields.
the answer is B, Will Rogers.
Will Rogers said that line, and I did ask that question once on the show and got the same response. So there you go. No, it's one of those lines that you don't expect. Let's take a look at the score. What is it, Shay and Sheila and Aiden?
All right, well, the red team, we've got 40, and the blue team, 10.
40 to 10. So the blue team, you know what? You could pull it out. You know why, Jim? Because each question's worth 30 points. When we come back, yeah, right after this, we'll meet our audience, too. Stay with us. Hey, welcome back to Bragging Rights. Yeah, a round of applause because we're celebrating the West Falls Center for the Arts. And we have some friends here, and you are?
Claire Granville.
Hi, Claire. We have some friends and family and volunteers here, right?
Yes, indeed.
They keep everything going, and you are?
Bella Panzica.
How are you, Bella?
I'm good.
Fun to see Mom and Dad and everybody on stage?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So we're here, and we're having a good time. We hope you are, too. September 14th, the big event, that's what we're going to talk to you about. But you don't have to just go there on the September 14th big event. You can go to the West Falls Center for the Arts anytime. Here's their website. We're going to show it on the screen, westfallsartcenter.org. You want to look it up and find out about all the great organizations that they support and the entertainment that you can enjoy all year long. We're back on the game stage with our teams. On the red side, Nuttin' But Treble. And on the blue side, the Blues, talking about all the music that they have. All right, now we have the young people that are here on the game stage. Now it's time to come and meet them, so I'm going to come. And you, son, are?
Rocco Panzica.
Hello, Rocco Panzica. That's a great name.
Thank
Rocco
you.
Panzica. How old are you, Rocco?
I'm 12 years old.
12. What do you want to do when you grow up, Rocco?
Maybe play the piano?
Play the piano? Do you
Maybe.
play piano now?
I do.
Yeah. What do you like? What kind of music do you like to play?
Classical.
Really? Very nice.
Thank you.
Have you performed? You know, your mom and dad are
Yeah,
running the
I've
place, but that doesn't
performed.
mean, you got to earn that spot.
I performed before shows there. I do the 50-50 raffle sometimes, and I move a lot of chairs.
And he moves a lot of chairs. Very good. All right. Well, Rocco, what do when you go there and you perform, what is it like? What is it like for you to hear that applause?
It's pretty rewarding for
Yeah.
what I do.
Well, you're a fine young man. Good luck to you. Give me a high five.
Thank you.
Okay. Rocco. All right. Now we're going to come over and meet another young man, and you are?
Carson Belisle.
Carson Belisle, and Aiden Belisle is your brother right over there, right?
He's keeping score.
He is keeping score. He's with the pretty ladies, yeah. So I see you have a guitar on your hat because you are.
A guitar player.
Yeah, you are. We're going to hear from you at the end of the show.
Yeah.
What kind of music do you like to play?
Well, I play electric, but then I also play acoustic with my guitar teacher Mira Ali, and I'll open for shows at the West Falls Center for the Arts. I've opened and played with Mira Ali, Steve Kaufman, and Doug Yeomans.
Doug Yeoman's a great Western New Yorker. Well, good luck to you with your future in music. You want to pursue this?
Yes.
All right, give me a high five. There we go. Last year, when the West Falls was on, Hayden Fogel was on. And you had said to me, Carol and Bill, you gotta, this guy's gonna go places. And that's so true, because Hayden, I see him now, he's on Facebook, he's traveling the world. And so you are really nurturing some great artists. And Bill and Carolyn, I should mention, are on boards of other organizations in Western New York, too. So not just the West Falls Center for the Arts. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Shay and Sheila, what is the score with Aiden as we get into the third round?
Okay, we have the blue team with 10 and the red team ahead with 40.
Okay, so we got a long way to go for the blue side, but the red side is up next. Where would you like to put your red X?
C2.
C2, Rocco says. What do these stars all have in common? Barbara Eden, Leonard Nimoy, James Coburn, Ryan O'Neal, Burt Reynolds, and Cloris Leachman. Stars from a different age, from our age there, Bill. A, they had the same Hollywood agent. B, they had early roles on Perry Mason when they were starting out. Or C, they all grew up in sort of the same area. Barbara Eden, Leonard Nimoy. Maybe they performed on Bragging Rights. James Coburn, Ryan O'Neal, Burt Reynolds, and Cloris Leachman. Had the same agent, were on Perry Mason, or grew up in the same place.
We're thinking B.
You're thinking B? Rocco says B.
B is correct.
They
Got
were.
it
They're all on
right.
Perry Mason.
Perry Mason.
Weekday mornings at 9 and 11:30 at night. Up to question number 10, the Blues. Carson?
We're going to do a block at D2.
Good choice there. Aiden's showing us where it is for the block. What year was construction, did it end on Mount Rushmore? End. Okay. A, 1934. B, 1941, or C, 1949? Mount Rushmore. When do you think construction ended? 34, 41, or 49?
We're gonna say 1941.
Was it 1941?
Correct.
It was a very good year. Yeah, they get a high five. October 31st to be exact. And they get the block, so that means you can't get the 50-point bonus. Okay, so Carson and Rocco will fight it out after the show. But right now, where will you put your red X there, Bill? And friends, Rocco?
I'm thinking maybe D1?
D1 at the top. What was the most watched television show during 1968-1969? A, Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In. B, Mission Impossible, or C, Here's Lucy. We ask these questions because we are the home of memorable entertainment television. 68 and 69, the big show. What was it, the biggest? A, Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In. B, Mission Impossible. C, Here's Lucy. I know you're playing at home and yelling out the answer for Bill, Cyrus, and Rocco to answer.
Maybe B, Mission Impossible?
Was it Mission Impossible?
Answer is A, Rowan and
Martin's Laugh-In. Sock it to me,
Yes.
as Richard Nixon once said. Last question now, going to the Blues.
We're gonna do D1.
We're going to do D1, he says. Here is your question. Which of these stars never appeared on the MeTV show Columbo? A, Michelle Pfeiffer. B, Faye Dunaway. Or C, Martin Sheen. Never appeared. Columbo Sunday nights at 8. Michelle Pfeiffer, Faye Dunaway, Martin Sheen. The great Peter Falk. Just one more
We're
question.
gonna do Michelle Pfeiffer.
We're going to answer it as A.
Correct. A, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, there we go. All right, that was the last question in the game. We're here to present and promote the West Falls Center for the Arts. What is the final score, Shay and Sheila and Aiden?
We've got a tie, 70-70.
So in a tiebreaker, okay, you guys are up next. All right, I'm going to flip the coin. You're going to call it heads or tails. Okay, if you win the coin toss, you can make a decision to either take the question or give it to your opponent. What would you like, heads or tails? Tails, okay, I'm shaking the coin, and there it is, and it is tails, right? Okay, so I'm seeing tails. That means you've won the coin toss. Would you like to take the question? If you get it correct, you win. If you get it incorrect, you lose. Or would you like to give that question to the Blues? They're debating.
We're going to give it to them.
You're going to pass it along.
Give it to Carson.
Ooh, all right. This is good. We've never had this. Okay, so if you get it correct, you win. If you get it incorrect, if you get it wrong, then they win. You ready? Okay, you have no choice. You're going. Here we go. Before he was the Beaver, Jerry Mathers was on which other MeTV show? A, The Andy Griffith Show. B, I Love Lucy. Or C, Perry Mason. Jerry Mathers, before he was the Beaver. Was he on Andy Griffith, I Love Lucy, or Perry Mason?
Which letters I love?
Yeah, shout it out, Carson.
I Love Lucy.
So do I. Correct.
Playing Little Ricky, but he didn't have any lines. So, congratulations, the Blues, you are the bragging rights champs for today's show. See how they pulled it right out? But we're not sending you home empty-handed, nothing but treble. Oh, no. We're going to send you to go bowling at any West New York bowling alley. Thanks to our friends Paul and Sue from the Bowling Proprietors of West New York and our Beat the Champ show, Saturdays at 4 and Sunday nights at 11. And for everybody here, we're going to give you a game card to go over to Rocky's Big City Games here at the Eastern Hills Mall. You get $20 off game play. Sheila and Shay, thanks for joining us. And Aiden, good job over there at the scoreboard from Liberty Cab. Aiden, step in. Yeah, we got to get you close up there, Aiden Belisle. There it is. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we talked about our performer, Carson, and Carson's going to end our show with some guitar music. And the West Falls Center for the Arts, September 14th, you want to go and really enjoy the shows that they're going to perform all day. And the website is westfallsartcenter.org. And we'll see you on the next edition of Bragging Rights. But now let's hear from Carson.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't never caught a rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. They said you was a high class, that was just a lie. They said you was a high class. That was just a lie. You ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no friend of mine. They said you was a high class. That was just a lie. They said you was a high class. That was just a lie. You ain't never caught a rabbit. Ain't no friend of mine.